So today we are going to see a topic of how we can host any application using Windows Server in AWS. Okay. So in last class or in last session, what we did is we used or we created one EC2 and we just understood like how this particular EC2 concept will work. So in today's class, what we will do, we will try to understand how web hosting will work or how we can do the web hosting using Windows machine. Okay. So in last class, we purchased Ubuntu machine. In this particular class, we are going to purchase Windows machine and we are going to host one website. So the prerequisites or the things which we learned previous class, the same thing we are going to use today as well. But along with that, we are going to add some extra features. Okay. And one more thing, if you are using a Windows machine, which means your laptop is Windows, the steps are different. Okay, initial step will be same. Once we done with creation of password, the steps are going to different. The Windows part or hosting or web hosting using Windows operating system, that I'll be covering in next class. In this particular class, the machine which I'm using, it's an Ubuntu machine. Okay, which means the laptop which I'm using, it's an Ubuntu operating system. So this particular method or this particular class, what I'm going to take, it is only suitable for Ubuntu machine. Okay, so this may come up in interview as well. So just for understanding purpose, although you're not using Windows machine, not a problem, which means your operating system or your laptop or computer is not an Ubuntu also fine. Just watch the video and just understand the steps. Okay, except connection, all other things will be same. That's why just follow the video till the end. Okay. So now the initial step will be same. First, you need to log into your AWS account. And once you logged in, you will be coming to this particular dashboard. So in the search bar, search for EC2. Okay. So what is EC2? EC2 is a virtual machine, which we already discussed in last class. So now what we need to do? We need to create one instance. So to create an instance, just to create an instance, just click on this particular instance part. Okay, so here we have instance, right? Click on it. So once you click on it over here, at the top right corner, you are going to get launch instance button. Click on it. Here you need to give what is the machine you want to purchase, that particular machine name. Okay, so as we discussed or as I told in initial class, today we are going to do web hosting using Windows, right? So I'll name it as Windows Web Hosting. After that, you need to select what is the AMI you require, which means Amazon machine image, which means operating system of your virtual machine. So we are going to host a website using Windows Server. So select Windows machine over here. So in last class, we created Ubuntu machine. So today we are going to use Windows machine. In tomorrow class or in next class, I'm going to show for Ubuntu and Linux as well. For time being, we will go with this particular Windows. After that, here you no need to change anything. Next, the instance type, we are going to work with free tier eligible machine. Okay, so just select the free tier eligible one. Okay, when it comes to Windows, I forgot to tell, when it comes to Windows machine, free tier is not available. Okay, in Ubuntu or Linux, these operating system provide free tier eligibility, but when it comes to Windows, it is not going to provide free tier. Okay, it will charge some money. So that's why if you guys are practicing this web hosting using Windows Server, please make sure once you complete each and everything, you will terminate your instance. If you forgot to terminate instance, you will get very hefty fund of a bill. So don't keep your machine live. Okay, once your learning completed, you need to terminate your instance. That too specifically this Windows. So select the T3 Micro because it is very less priced. Next, you need to select key pair name. Okay, so in last class we created demo key pair. I'm going to select that same demo key pair. Next, allow the traffic from HTTP and HTTP as well. Okay, so I'm going to allow traffic from both HTTPS as well as HTTP. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secured. Okay, S stands for secured. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Okay, which means you will be transferring a data over the internet. That we call it as HTTP and HTTPS. When it comes to S, it will be of encryption format. Next, when it comes to storage, no need to change anything. Just keep it as 30 GB of memory. That's more than sufficient. Once you done this, you click on launch instance. So these methods are same as what we did in last class, except selecting operating system. In last class, we selected Ubuntu operating system. Now we are selecting Windows operating system. Only that thing is changed. Apart from that, each and everything are same. So once you completed this, what you do, you go back to EC2 dashboard one more time and refresh the page so that each and everything can be updated. See, now I am getting one running instance, which means the instance which I just created, Windows web hosting. So that particular instance I am getting. So select the instance, click on connect. So previously what we did, we connected using session manager with this particular connect button, right? So now we are not getting that particular session manager. Why? Because we need to connect the Windows machine using RDP client. Okay. So here you can see RDP client, right? Click on it. So once you click on this particular RDP client, if you are using Windows machine, okay, consider you are using Windows machine. In that case, you need to download this remote desktop file and you need to open this particular file. Just for example, I'll show this. I have downloaded this. In your case, you will be getting this particular RDP file. If you are using only Windows machine, I'm repeating again. Okay. If you are using this type of Ubuntu machines, don't follow this step. I'll be showing you next step. Okay, after this step, I'll be showing that. If you are using Windows operating system, okay, your laptop is Windows, first you need to download it. And if you double click on this, you will be getting one particular dashboard. Okay, so here it is showing some other thing because it is not related to Ubuntu machine. Okay. So next, like we will come back to our operating system, that is Ubuntu. So next, what you need to do here, you can see we are getting something called get password. Okay. So click on this get password. So once you click on get password, it is asking, please upload private key file. Okay. So what is this private key file is? Here we can see private key file is demo, which means while creating the instance, we have given some key value or key file. You remember I give demo.pem. So that same particular file you need to upload over here. Okay. So if you guys haven't stored that particular somewhere, you will be getting, you are not going to get that file. Okay. So just click on upload private file and here you upload that particular demo.pem file. Okay. Here you can see I have this particular demo.pem file. Select it or click on it and click on select. So once you click on select, that particular file has been uploaded to this particular encryption. Now what you need to do, you click on decrypt password. So it has been decrypted password. For Windows also this method is same. For Ubuntu also this particular method is same. What you need to do, you need to click on this decrypt password button, click on it, you will be redirected to new page. There you need to select or there you need to upload the pem file what you have. Click on decrypt it. Once you click on, you will be getting this particular password. So now we have two types. Okay, one is for Windows machine operating system. Oh, sorry, Windows machine, and one more is Ubuntu machine. What I'm using. Okay, which means Windows laptop and Ubuntu laptop. For Windows people, which means people who are using Windows machine, for them, what you will do? So first you will click on this Windows web hosting. It will open one pop-up. Okay, there it will ask username and password. So what you will do? You will give this particular username and this password and click on connect only for Windows people. If you are using operating system Ubuntu, okay, like me, in that case, what you need to do, you need to download one software. Okay, so that particular software name is this one, Ramania. Okay, just go to App Store. Okay, I'll show that one as well. Just go to App Store. Here you search for RDP client. RDP client and click enter. Sorry, spelling mistake. So once you click on once you search RDP client and click enter, you will be getting this particular four software. Okay. In that one, this Ramania is super useful. Okay. Because it provides certain features which is very convenient for us. So that's why you go with this Ramania. If you don't want to install Ramania because of higher size means, in that case, you can go for this KRDC. What I am going to use, I am going to use Ramania in this particular video. So just close it. and search RDP and click on Remania. Okay, this Remania is only useful for people who are using Ubuntu machine. Okay, Ubuntu laptop, not for Windows. For Windows laptop, or if you're using Windows laptop, what you will be doing, you will click on this RDP file. It will directly ask you username and password. Okay. So now you have opened the Remania remote desktop client. So now what you need to do? First thing it is asking what is the RDP you need to connect for. So what is the RDP we are supposed to connect for? We are supposed to connect for this particular RDP. Okay, which means you are trying to connect the instance what you created using public DNS. So copy this particular public DNS ID, copy it, come to Remania and paste it and click enter. Okay, so once you click enter, it is asking, is this the certificate which you want to enter? Yes, we are supposed to enter the same certificate, right? So click on yes. Once you click on yes, now you can see it is asking authentication credentials. Okay, so this is the only step which we are supposed to do for Ubuntu operating system, which means if you are using Ubuntu laptop, this is the only extra step which you need to do. What is that extra step? First, you will be pasting the DNS URL over here and clicking enter. So next it is asking username and password. So what is the username and password which I just told? Username will be administrator. Okay, this one. So copy this, sorry, and paste it over here. And it is asking password as well. What is the password? Password is this decrypted password. So copy it and paste in the password place. After that, what you will do? You click on OK. So it will take, as it's a Windows machine, it will take some duration or some time to load entire application. So while it is loading, you guys need to wait. There is no other option. Just wait for 2-3 minutes. Okay, if your network is fast. If your network is slow, it may take 5 minutes also. Okay, based on your network, it is going to work. Why it is going to take a time? Because you are connecting over the remote desktop. Correct. Which means your machine is available in where? So this particular machine is available in Mumbai region. So this Mumbai region machine you are trying to access over the remote desktop with the help of certain key and values, which means username and password, right? So that's why it will take a time. So while it is taking a time, you guys need to wait. Okay, now you can see the application has started to load. Like here you can see it is loading little slow. Just wait for few more minutes or few more seconds and it will open it. So while it will open, I'll just maximize the size. Yep. So you need to, or you will get a Windows operating system theme over here. Okay, till that you guys need to wait. There is no other option. Okay. While it is loading, please do not do some other work, because if you are going to do some other work, as I told, it is going to take a time. The screen may get stuck. Okay, and you will not able to understand what's happening. So while it is loading, please wait for few minutes. You're not going to wait for entire day, or like it is not going to take 10 to 20 minutes and all. Only for 2, 3, 4 minutes. That's it. Okay. So I'll wait for this loading duration. So while it will load, I'll stop the recording and I'll restart the recording when this particular things completes. Okay, so now we got this particular RDP client has connected to our Windows machine what we created over here. Okay, so now what you need to do, you just come back to your remote connection. So here at the bottom here you can see the start button of the Windows machine, right? So click on it. It is the first step. So over here what you need to do, you need to select server manager. So first what you will do, you will click on start button. Next you click on server manager. So what is this server manager will do? It will help you to manage the server, which means what remote server you created, right? So it will help you to manage the remote server what you created. So once you click on server manager, it is asking like you want to try the Windows admin center. So for time being, like I'll close this one. Once you've done this, like once you close this particular remote server and close that particular pop-up, it is asking what you need to do over here. Okay, here we have like a few options. Welcome to server manager, and it is telling like you, yeah. So here it is telling like all the configuration setup. Okay. So now what you need to do here at the sorry, at the left corner, here you have local server. This is the second step. First will be clicking Windows and clicking on server. Okay, this particular server manager. Second will be click on local server on left side. Okay, so once you click on local server, it will open certain option over here. The first option is IE enhanced security configuration. So here we are getting this particular security configuration as on. So what is the for next, what you need to do? You need to turn off this particular configuration setup. Okay, so what it is telling, Internet Explorer enhanced security configuration. So which means what browser you are supposed to integrate to increase the security. So we can use some different browsers as well, right? We will never, or we don't want to work only with Internet Explorer. We might want to work with Chrome, or we might want to work with some Firefox or Brave, some other servers or other browsers. So that's why you need to turn off this particular options. So administrator, it is on. You just make sure it is off, and also for user also it is off, which means both administrator and user can access this Windows server using other browsers as well. This is the second step. Click on OK. Okay, what you need to do? Once you come to this server manager, click on local server, click on IE enhanced security configuration. It is on. You need to make sure it is off. Okay, both the things are off. And now you can say here it is showing off, but here it is still on. Correct. Don't worry. As I told, it's a remote desktop. It will take few seconds to upload. Here you can see it is uploading. Okay, this is a little slow. It's uploading, but for us it doesn't bother. Okay, once you turn off, it's done. So next what you need to do, once you done this particular, or once you off this particular both administrator and user, just click on dashboard over here. Okay, so over here, like once you turn off that one, just click on our dashboard. So now what we need to do, we need to add rules and features to our server. So click on add role over here. Okay, once you turn off that particular administration, you need to click on this add roles and features. Okay, so now you can see, let me show it one more time. So previously this local server and all server were green, which means it was running. Now it has been turned off. Why? So why it is turned off? Because we turned off in the local server, right? So here IE manager, we turned it off. So that's why here also it's updated. Okay, now click on add roles and features. So it is asking, before you begin, please go with the steps and all. So you can read this one. It is not any rocket science to understand. It is very simple. Like you want to do this thing, it is asking, just click on next. Next, it is asking what is the installation type you want. So you want role-based installation, or you want remote desktop service installation. So in our case, we are working with admin user and all that, which means it should be role-based installation. So select role-based installation. By default also it will be role-based only. So click on next. After that, it is asking what is the destination server we are working. So in our case, we are working with Microsoft server. So it's already selected over here. No need to change anything. Click on next. So once you click on next, it is asking what is the role of this particular server. So in our case, what we are doing? We are doing web hosting, correct? So if you are doing web hosting means obviously you need web server. So here you select web server. Okay, because we are doing web hosting, so that's why you need web server. Okay, you need to select, or you need to check on this one. So once you click on this checkbox, it is asking, do you want to, or do you really want to add this web server or Windows web server? Yes, I want to add it. Click on add feature. Okay, so here it might take, in my case, it is working very quickly, and it is selecting that particular web server very quickly because of internet speed. In your case, it might take some duration. Okay, don't worry, don't click some other things, and like don't wait for wait for few seconds so that it can select this particular web server. Next, click on next. So here it is asking, do you want to add some other features as well? So for time being, we don't want any other features. because all the default features has been already added. Click on next. So here it is asking what is the server role. So it is like not asking, it is just briefing what we selected at the top. So click on next over here as well. Next, it is asking what is the role of the server we want. So we want to connect and if we want to work with the server. So all those default things have been selected. See at the top one, what are the things selected? Everything will be available. Click on next. So once you click on next, it is configuring all the things, which means it is making sure everything is confirmed. Click on install. Okay, so once you click on install, it will definitely take around 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, even though if your internet speed is 100 Mbps, still it is going to take almost 10 minutes. Okay, because once this particular installation completes, only we are going to get one more feature on this left side bar. We are going to get one more feature called IIS servers. So till you get IIS servers, you need to wait. So now what I will do for time being, I'll stop the recording. Once I get the IIS server, I'll resume the recording. Okay. So you guys wait till this particular download completes. Okay guys, now you can see I got this particular IIS server. Okay, so once everything completes, you will get the IIS server along with getting IIS. Here also you can see previously I had two disabled and one running server, but now I got IIS server as well. Okay, so now we need to change certain things inside the IIS server to run our application. So before doing that, before going to change certain things inside IIS server, what I'll do, I'll show you whether your Windows machine is running or not. So we need to test it whether our application or the Windows server by default what we are connected that is running or not. So to do that, what you will do, you just go to the instance what you created. Okay, so now I'm in a RDP client collection. Just go back to your instance. So this is the instance what we created, right? So copy the public ID, not a private v4 ID. You need to copy the public IP address. So copy the public IP address, go to your browser and paste this particular public IP address. So once you paste the public IP address, you are supposed to get this particular Windows Server information. So if you are getting this particular blue screen means you have been successfully installed all the setting, which means here while we were doing, so we installed certain things in IIS, right? You remember previously, like we checked the box of web hosting, correct? So that particular thing you are able to see on a browser. So now what we need to do? Now, as I told previously, we need to work with this particular IIS. So first thing is come to this IIS menu. Now you are in dashboard, you just click on this IIS. So once you click on IIS, you will become to server manager of IIS. At the top right corner, you are able to see a option called tools. Click on tools. So once you click on tools here, you are going to get a many option over here. The work we are going to do, we are going to handle this IIS server, right? So select the Internet Information Service, which means IIS manager, because we are planning to deploy the application or deploy the website, correct? So that's why select the IIS manager. So once you click on IIS Manager, you will be getting this particular IIS Manager pop-up. Don't maximize and play with these things if you are new to this particular IIS Manager. You will learn all the things very slowly. So while learning, please don't make any changes inside this one. Okay, you can make it. It's not going to bother, not going to change anything inside the server, but it will take a time. If you click this button, it will take 1 minute to open. So you don't want to waste your 1 minute, right? So that's why don't click any of these things for time being. Like in future, we are going to see each and every option. So now what you do, once you click on this, here you can see one arrow, right? So this particular arrow is telling what? It is telling localhost, HTTP localhost. So click on this particular arrow. So once you click on the arrow, you will be getting sites, okay, which means by default what site you are seeing, right? So this particular site information is available in this particular sites. Click on sites. So once you click on sites, here you are here you are getting default website, which means by default what website you have for the Windows server, right? So that code is available in this default website folder. So what you need to do, to right click over here and click on explore. You need to click on default site. Okay, let me close this thing one more time and I'll tell it or I'll repeat it one more time. So first will be you need to click on tools. Okay, let me close this one also. Click on tools, open IIS manager. You will get this particular IIS manager. Click on this EC2 Amazon, this particular number you will get based on your address. Click on it. Next, click on site. Here on default website, just right click and click on explore. Once you click on explore, you will come inside the remote desktop folder. Okay, here you can see it is PC, C folder. There you have something called uh, www root. Okay, so here we have our file. So what you need to do, we need to edit the file, right? So this is PNG. The first one is Microsoft Edge HTML document. So we need to update the HTML code. By default, what HTML code we have over here, right? So that we need to change according to our wish. So now we need to generate some HTML code to replace it. Correct. So for that, what I'll do, I'll take help from ChatGPT. I have given create me simple HTML file without any images with internal CSS. Okay, you can create anything you want. It's up to you. There is no restriction. Just create a one file or one code from the HTML from the chat GPT. Okay, so this particular thing is giving some code. Let me copy this. Okay, you need to copy the code. Okay, so don't worry about the code and all. These things will be given by developers. For you guys, you just need to understand how this particular cloud platform works. So copy the code or HTML code which is given by AI model. Come over here on this particular first option. Do right click and here you click on open with. Okay, don't click on open, click on open with. So what we are opening with, we are opening with notepad. Okay, which means we need to edit the HTML document we have over here. So first you select all, click on backspace and paste the code what you copied. Okay, so this is the copied code from the chat GPT. Paste it and you need to save as well. Okay, for saving also same option, Control S. Okay, or you can save from here as well. Save, it's up to you. Save it and close it over here. Okay, and here also you save it once. Just click on Control S, refresh and close it. Okay, done. This is the small thing you're supposed to do. Now what you do, you go back to your browser. This is the previous screen, right? What we had. Now refresh once. See, once I refresh, the old code what we have given that has been replaced with the new code what we have placed. So this is the about this page. This is a simple HTML file with internal CSS. So this is the same thing, right? What we have pasted. So if you want to change this thing also means what you will do? Again, same thing. Click on explore. You just do right click over here, open with notepad. Here you can add whatever you want. Okay, consider like this is about page, right? So here I'll add some other thing. This is about page written with the help of chat GPT by G1. Okay, so I have added just my name over here. Save it, close it. Here also save it, close it. Next, what you do? You come back to your browser, refresh the page. See, here I am getting what I have edited. So about this page written by the help of or written with the help of ChatGPT by G1, which means me. Okay, so this is how you are supposed to host the web. Okay, or this is how you are supposed to do the web hosting with the help of Windows Server. Okay, so once you've done all the things, what is the next step you are supposed to do? You just come back to your instance. Okay, this is the important step if you don't want to get the bill. So come back to instance. Just wait this one loads. Here you select the instance which you are running. Go to instance state and terminate the instance. Okay, this is the most important step. In last class also I told whenever you are working with EC2 or whenever you are working with AWS, What are the things you will create? You always going to delete that particular method what you created. Okay, only what you created. Don't delete each and everything. What you create, you delete that particular thing. Okay, so it will take few seconds to delete it. That you guys don't want to wait and see how it will delete and all. That will happen with a time of like 3 4 5 minutes. Now the server has been terminated, correct? Now if you go to this sample HTML and if you refresh, you are not going to get any output over here. Okay, you will get error over here. So this might take a time, so I'll go to chat GPT and I'll paste it. See, here also same thing. I am not going to get any output over here. Okay, why I am not getting any output? Because I terminated the server what I created. Okay, so that's it about web hosting with the help of Windows Server. So that is it for today's class. We will connect in next class where I'll be explaining you how to work with the Nginx server. Okay, like in next class, I will explain how to deploy any application using Nginx server with the help of Ubuntu machine. Now, what Windows machine we saw, the same thing we are going to see with the help of Ubuntu machine or Ubuntu AMI in the next class. Okay. Until then, take care. Have a great life ahead. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Please subscribe to my channel.